How do you have racism without racist? There is no way to create a fair society without naming people who make racism possible. There's no denying the physical division of people by physical appearance. There's much denial, however, about who is at fault. Or, what to do about it. What divides people by appearance is the idea of different races of humans. The belief in race is what divides. When you believe you are a different race from others, it creates a wedge, separating your group from theirs. Or us versus them. But how does a belief divide us, and why? Who is doing this? Why doesn't it ever change? Well, let's talk about what does not divide us. Talking about the origins of categorizing people by race does not divide. Studying historical facts about how people have been treated in the past based on race does not divide. Examining outcomes of people of different races when they do the same things does not divide. Acknowledging these differences and honestly discussing a cause does not divide. Admitting why race was created and who benefits and who doesn't, does not divide. Reviewing the lack of action for past wrongs does not divide. None of these things do anything to physically separate groups by appearance. Then what does? Lying that groups were intentionally created and still exist keep them divided. Lying about the advantages and disadvantages of groups keeps them divided. Making no effort to leave your race keeps people divided. Not learning or celebrating other races keeps people divided. Focusing on intent instead of action divides. Using a different set of moral values for other groups makes sure they remain physically divided. Those who benefit from race keep it alive. What will make it change is when they make a decision to change. So what do we do? How can we move forward? What do we use to create more unity? Unity is a type of relationship based on shared values. It can't be achieved by removing or adding a person. Removing a statue does not create unity. Adding a holiday also does nothing. It begins with an agreement among people as to what is right and what is wrong. Only you can decide to do what's right. When you ask yourself, what have I done? What can I do now? When you decide to break away from a group and do what's right instead. When you stop worrying about yourself when you are not in the most need. When you stop telling someone else, they need to do something, unity begins. To admit failures and take personal accountability for how you may, or may not contribute to racism, is when you can say you are doing your part. A world with one human race, starts with you.